Stick up and hit you like a bucket door knife.
Hey, this is the Empire. I'm your ace of Spades here in lovely Sacramento of the California City of Trees. And I am with Jimmy.
Hi, this is the City of Trees?
Yeah, do you know that there's a lot of reasons for that? What would you think is one of the reasons?
That there's a lot of fucking trees? Okay.
Alright, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
It's the first day of the tour.
Yes.
And are you like beyond excited?
I don't give a shit. Either way, I'm excited, I'm not excited, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we're really excited.
Stages
to
right
see you.
over there.
Yes, and you see lots of kids out there.
Cool.
I see lots of parents.
What?
Right?
That's awesome.
I think it's fucking badass.
You know why? Because the parents get all the jokes. Kids don't get any of the fucking jokes. Go right over there.
Seriously, I'm like,
People are like, who's crazy? And the mom's like, why did he just mention Smokey and the Bandit? How does he know that?
what's an 8-ball, Mom?
Yeah.
I'll tell you about
Say
it
later
later.
at the car.
Let's talk about the new album.
Okay, yes.
Is it supposed to be out right now? I feel kind of
It is,
bad.
no, it's out-ish. Like basically, we do everything very unorthodox.
Yeah, I know.
And so with this
Really?
one, yeah. So we decided to do a Kickstarter to kind of cut out the middleman. We were just getting sick of middlemen. So and before we didn't really have a venue or you know a platform to do that. And then eventually Kickstarter came around and we were like, oh, let's do that. And so we did that and we held the record hostage because we were like, how can people stop ripping off music? They can't because they love to rip off music, but how can you still make money? Well, you hold it hostage. If it's in here, you don't know what the fuck it is. You can't do it. Now they've already paid us. You know, they've already pre-ordered all the records and we made all the records and we started sending it out. So the Kickstarter version of the record to all the smart, thank you to the 6,000 people who gave money and
that's gotta be awesome. Dude, that you're fans.
Well, it's not just fans, it's more like Stockholm syndrome because we were holding the record hostage, but now there's like the Stockholm thing going on.
It's mine.
Yeah. So that's kind of out. And then on tour we have a version of the record that's different from the Kickstarter version. The Kickstarter version was really nice, folds out, all cool.
Okay.
This one, if you didn't back the record because you were an idiot, you can get one here. And then once this tour is over, it's coming out on a record label on Metropolis Records. They're going to put it on iTunes, and we're licensing it to them. And it's weird. It's like I figured Kickstarter, you know, you put it out, you kind of spoiled the synergy, but it's the total opposite. It's like all these record labels smell blood. They're like, oh, you were the second highest Kickstarter. Well, what do you do with that record?
Yeah.
You do something with it? You know?
That's what I
So it is. That's why they make Transformers movies instead of new shit. Because they're looking for a built-in audience.
So are you still sticking with the Uppity Cracker?
Yeah, well that's us. We are Uppity Cracker. Uppity Cracker is just our imprint.
Yeah.
It's not a record label, it's just our imprint so that, you know, like if
you have the freedom.
You LLC yourself, you know what I'm saying? So that's our company. Our company is Uppity Cracker.
Alright. So I felt like I was guilty listening to some of the stuff. Like some kid stole your music and stuck it on YouTube.
Even if they steal it right now, I've already gotten paid. I already got your money.
Okay, good.
So
I was like, should I be listening to this? I feel like I'm cheating right now.
I can give a shit. I already got paid.
So, I Want to Be Black.
Yes. The fact that you're even asking me about that song proves the point of that song.
Exactly.
Why is it a bad thing to say I want to be black?
I don't think it's
Michael Jackson wanted to be white. Little kids have grown up with tons and tons of black role models. Jay-Z's been around for tons of time and he's a classic now. Even Kanye West is a classic now. What's this all the shit that I grew up with, like fucking J.J. Walker, fucking John Amos, and fucking all this other shit? And Eric B. and Rakim, Run DMC. I mean, so why is it bad to be like, I think those guys are amazing, you know what I mean? It's a strange thing. So I wrote that song as like a little tester to see who would ask, because I knew motherfuckers like, although you asked it slightly differently because I thought you were going to be so, you really want to be black? So you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Mission accomplished.
Alright, so let's go on to the next one. Since yesterday we voted on Prop 8 here in California. The last gay song.
Yes.
Is it really going to be the last gay song?
Well, it's just, no, I wrote it a long time ago actually. It was just a B-side. We needed a B-side and it hadn't been released. It was like the last B-side left over from like way long, like before Alienating. Like it was one of the songs that didn't make it on Rebel, and then we did a live version of it for Alienating, but we never released the recorded version. That was like, because we did an almost second record for Electro, and then they were like, you guys are crazy, and we're like, hey. So that's where that came out.
Okay, alright, so those are the two that stood out in my mind. So let's talk about some personal stuff.
Yes.
I know your musical content to be a little out there. You talk about pretty much anything and everything. So, if I were, let's say, a pharmacist and I came to you and I said, you can invent any drug in the world, and let's say it could be one to fix a health ailment and one to get you fucked up. What kind of drug would you want to invent?
Well, first off,
Like if it could fix anything?
cancer, that's easy.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
fix cancer. Fucked up, I would say, let's just have the stuff that's out there is great already. It all fucks it pretty nice.
I want weed that doesn't cause munchies and
that's I think what
that doesn't stay in my
wants.
system so long.
Well, that's I think what
pisses me
that's
off.
what everybody. I think with every drug, that's what everybody wants. They want to be able to turn it on and off like a switch. You want to be like
3
C3PO and being
days.
like shutting down now and then like wake up. So yeah, I would say whenever your drug of preference, I would invent something that would sober you up in a heartbeat.
Yes.
And I would be a billionaire. I wouldn't have to do this anymore. Thank you very much. Just cured cancer and your hangover.
All right.
Just say thank you.
So you've been doing this since 1997.
Yes.
So in this tenure of amazing music and all of these awesome fuck songs that you've done,
Yeah.
how many babies do you think have been conceived to your records?
I don't know, but I know people have lost a lot of virginity to my record. I don't know if there's been a lot of babies because we're basically high school teachers because our like the basic like since we start so like from 97 till what year is it 2013 it's always been the same demographic. It's always been around 12 or 13. You're kind of like I don't want to listen to this pop shit, but I kind of want that kind of a crazy dancey sound and then like something kind of immature. Oh, these guys are kind of fun, and then it's fun, and then you go to college and you're like, oh wait, I'm gonna listen to the Decemberists and Arcade Fire, and you're like, that was when I was a kid. So we end up, and you know, thank you, God who doesn't exist, but we end up getting the same demographic. So literally we're high school teachers because every 4 years, see you, thanks for graduation, we'll see you next year, and you get alumni coming back, like some guy who like you know, you go to fucking Sweden or something, and some kid comes up, man, I used to listen to you when I was a kid, and then I moved to Sweden, and now I'm here, and stuff like that, and like, dude, I really, you know, just wanted to come and say hi, I bought a ticket, and just show you guys around. So it's that kind of a thing.
That's rad. So I know some of you guys are now parents.
Yes, not me, but yes.
Not you. Okay, so I was going to ask, are your kids going to come to the show?
They come, the kids come and visit us, and kids come to the show.
That's awesome. Okay, all right. So getting back onto the own music thing, do you have sex to your own music?
No, I don't even fucking listen to my own music when we go to like do like a like when we go to a signing. And like you go to like a record store and they like turn on the music in the background and they're like, you know, pumping the music. I find it and shut it the fuck off and try to find something else to play because I just think like, I don't want to hear myself.
No.
Like I'll perform and I'll write it, but I don't really want to listen to it because it's work. It's not fun.
Okay.
It's not me. I'm getting work out of it. I'm enjoying myself and I'm like, yeah, look at this. I'm building something, but I'm not like.
All right.
You
So
know.
what's your mood music?
Old school hip hop, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
All the time. I mean, not for sex, but like for sex, I like no music. Why would you have
None?
No, you want to hear everything. I don't want to hear fucking someone singing in the background.
Really?
Fuck that shit. You want to hear all the sounds.
So you're the sweet talker in the ear, and
Or just you want to hear everybody. Everybody's getting the grunts, everybody. You want to hear everything. You don't want to fucking hear like fucking Nine Inch Nails playing in the background. You know what I mean? Like ring finger, yeah. Fuck
you.
that. Yeah, fuck, I don't want to hear that. That's ridiculous. You know?
Awesome. Okay, all right. Shut me up.
Yeah.
We're talking about the video. Grocery store clerk. Have you ever had a job like that?
No, yeah. My favorite job and the job I would always have is not grocery store clerk, but stock boy. I was the most amazing stock boy. So I would go and get all these stock jobs around New York. And I would like, you know, come into the stock, because the stock room, if you're the best guy in the stock room, the other guys either leave or get fired, and then you're downstairs in a basement like this all day long. It's not that fucking hard to organize. Once every 5 minutes, somebody's like, ring, like, yeah, we need an extra large in that diesel jean. All right, boom, you go upstairs and fucking give it to them, and then I get to hang out. Because if you have a job like that, then you can work on other shit. Like Chuck Panela was like a fucking auto mechanic and wrote all that shit, Fight Club and everything, like fucking under car. Like you would go under cars, fix the thing in 2 seconds, and then he'd spend like hours writing Fight Club on like these on the reverse of like your full order forms for mufflers and shit. Yeah. So it's that style of thing. You can get a job and you can work a job, but that's why people are waitresses and actresses, because you don't have to focus on it. As soon as they would promote me to like head of stock, I'd be like, I quit, I'm out of here, fuck you. And I go get another stock job where I'd start at the bottom and get to just the point where like, you're so good, we're gonna promote you to head of stock. Wait, where do you go? Yeah.
You hear that, kids? You don't have to stay at McDonald's.
No, you can get a McDonald's job, but
you
but work on your career, and then you can work on your David Zuckerberg career.
Yes.
Okay.
So speaking of that video, on the new album, is there any song in particular that you want to make a video for?
We're gonna figure it out. I mean, like I said, it's so unorthodox. Like we're doing this and the tour. Then when we're done with the tour, we're gonna go home for the summer and work on a video and maybe do some remix stuff. And then we're gonna try to go to the UK in the fall, and then we'll probably go down to Australia in the next winter, and then probably go back on tour. We like to just go in and out and out. And there's no way we don't have to. We're making up our own rules.
Yeah.
So if I want to do a video, I'll do a video.
So you make up your own rules, Jimmy. You know that you're not going to be mainstream. Is it cool? Like, are you comfortable?
I'm very comfortable.
I'm
I'm very comfortable.
All right.
Yeah. I mean,
so since we
I'd
see
rather
kids
be
out there right now, and they're getting younger and younger, and it's becoming more and more acceptable, do you think that one day we're going to be able to hear your music on the radio?
We might hear this record on the radio.
Realistically?
I mean, no, honestly, I mean, like.
I think it'd be fucking awesome.
That's what it seems like. I mean, everybody I've sent it to, like, everybody who's behind the scenes, and obviously the people who got it digitally, have all been like, all the lawyers and the agents and the radio people, and they're all like, this is really good. Like, we can send this to here, we can send that to there. I'm like, all right, sure, I'll give you clean versions. You can send, if you want to play it, go for it. I mean, I think it's, I thought all the other stuff was fine to play on the fucking radio back in like 1999 and shit. So I'm kind of like, it's about time. Let's get that Chumbawamba hit,
All right, so what else can we expect from you? Is there anything else you want to share with your fans or listen on?
No, I mean, we're coming to see you, and we'll and then we'll buy the record and buy the ticket to the tour, and I'll slap you in the face.